Coach, I know you wanted to win the game, but how difficult was it to try to accomplish that when you're also alternately trying to, preserve players, take time out, et cetera?
I don't think it was difficult. The young guys had a chance to step up. They've been with us all year. We expect them to play the same way with little drop off. We have more drop off than we wanted to, and given the opportunity, those guys got to play better.
You had a couple guys leave the game with injury. Center Robert Hainsey left with a hamstring injury. Do we know how serious that is? Keanu Neal also left.
There's no update yet on either of them.
How tough is a game like this when you know it doesn't have impact on the standings or seeding, but you still have to get through the game? Was this just an unusual week for you that way?
No, it's not tough at all. It's a division game. We're trying to win the game. Regardless of who's out there, we're trying to win the game. We went in the halftime with a lead. We should have been able to preserve the lead and try and win the ball game. We got beat on fundamental stuff with some of the younger guys, and we got to go back to the drawing board with those guys.
Left guard, step in at the right tackle position where he played in college. Just your thoughts on how he fared there, stepping in for Tristan.
I really have to look at the tape to be sure, but I know he fought, and one thing I know he did was fight, so I'll go back and look at the tape.
Because you have a playoff game, that's really all that matters now in the season anyway. How do you kind of wash this one away and try to keep the momentum that you felt after winning last week going into that game?
We got some good work in the first half. Everybody understands what's at stake. We understand what we were doing coming into this ball game. So the momentum we have, it's a clean slate season. The momentum was to keep playing. I think if you rest them and don't play them at all, I think you lose the momentum. But we still have that competitiveness and that eager to go once the game started. I thought we started fast on both sides of the football, so that's still there, and that was important.
You had some guys that have been dealing with injury that didn't play today, like Donovan Smith, Vita Vea. Could any of those guys have not gone today if they needed to play today?
I don't know if Donovan would have been ready. Vita could have played. Vita could have played. I'm sure Tristan could have played, and but we give them an extra week to get better as opposed to just play it week by week. I thought it was a smarter thing to do.
Is there a message in the locker room just in terms of putting this behind you and now just focusing on the playoffs ahead?
Well, it's one and done. It's one and done. We understand what's at stake. We got a home game. We'll wait and see who we're playing later on. We'll get ready to play. We'll see what days we have to play and what days we have to come in on. So all that'll take care of itself later on.
Drive, you guys scored a touchdown for just the third time this season. Just how important was it for you guys offensively to get off to a fast start like that? Because that's something that's kind of eluded you throughout the year.
We talked about starting fast on both sides of the football, getting out early and then getting stops and getting the ball back. So we accomplished that the first drive on both sides of the ball, so that was important.
And also Tom Brady. It seems like every game we're asking you about some record that he broke. Today he broke his own NFL record for completions, 490 on the year. Just what can you say about him? I know it seems like you've said just about everything there is to say, but what can you say about him and the job this year?
He continues to defy time. Father Time's having a heck of a time with Brady, so he works hard. He loves to play the game. He's like a little kid out there. He loves to compete, and everything else has already been said.
Did you have to lobby to take him out? Was he happy about that, or did he want?
No, he was fine. He was fine.
And how your thoughts on how Kyle Trask fared when he stepped in his first NFL action in the regular season?
He was poised. That's tough. They put him in that situation when you haven't played all year. He ran the offense. That's about all he could do.
Do you have any thoughts about whether it's Dallas or Philadelphia? You played the Cowboys once. Is that an advantage for you, having seen them and beaten them?
Not really. We don't have any thoughts on it. Either one's going to be tough, so we'll just be ready for who we play.
So you think that this week you can make all the improvements to go deep into the playoffs?
It's a one-and-done season. We'll get ready to play, and we'll load up the wagon, and we'll see who we play, and we'll try like hell to win the ball game.
I know Mike Evans was active and dressed, but he didn't see any action and left the game with illness. Do we have any idea on the severity of the illness?
It's a bug going around the building. A couple guys been sick this week. It happened to him this morning. Had no energy, so we held him out.
Hainsey, how do you feel about your overall health of the team? Given that you'll have another week before you have to play.
I think we got through pretty good. I'll see when I go in there, but see how serious Keanu and Hainsey is, and we'll kind of go from there. But for the most part, we'll be okay.
You're just the fifth NFL team to reach the postseason with a losing record, fourth to lose to win a division with a losing record. Does that bother you at all?
We won the division. We understood that. That's all that counts. Yep.
Any special issue about your T-shirt for today? You get in contact with the family or something like that?
No, I have not gotten in contact with the family. This was a league-wide T-shirt to support him and show our support as a solidarity thing from a brotherhood. Thanks.